Alright, so these devs, they can't make up their mind. We have no clue what's going on. Basically, he just, by he, I mean Book, oh my lord, Rell, he put out an announcement saying something about CC. So, CC is back. They've confirmed CC is happening, and they also brought out all of the waves. But at the same time, OC is also happening, so they're going to do both at the same time instead of one or the other like they were going to do before. So, if we have a look at this little announcement he made real quick, we can pretty much tell what's going to happen in every wave of CC. So, wave 1 is going to be inner core members, so that's like the main part of the staff team, which is like 20, 30 people-ish, and the Aiden and Ray tester picks, don't know how much that's going to be. It'll probably be less than the current amount of testers that are currently rolled. So maybe like 30-ish, about that much. These are just estimates so we can figure out how many picks are actually open. Because if we see at the end here, it says 300 picks max at end. So if we add those two numbers together, we have 60. That's 240 people that can possibly get into wave 1 of CC. So yeah, I don't believe this is testing at all. This must just be CC because, of course, why would 300 people be testing the game? So, yeah. As for Wave 1, 300 picks. So it's very likely you get in there if you're active, because if we see at the bottom here, it does say the first 20 picks always go to the most active and longest supporters. I believe that is in reference to Wave 1, as you're saying 100 to 200 people. So, yeah, if you're active in the Discord and you're a long-time sub, pretty likely you're going to get in. Of course, that's not most of you, but yeah, for those people who are active in the Discord. As for Wave 2 is pretty much a free wave. Anyone can get into that. By anyone, I mean all current subs. People who sub after like the game releases aren't likely going to get in. Sorry, not after the game releases, but I mean when Wave 2 happens. Because of course, right now, there's around 6,000-ish subs. So half of those people are getting in. If you've typed a single message in the Discord server, you're way more likely to get in than anyone else. So yeah, if we have a look at the chain of command, I suppose, full tester list plus event winners. So in reference to event winners, I am like 90% sure he is talking about the role that's currently called reward role. Now that was given to people, it used to be called guaranteed CC role, and then they changed it to reward because CC wasn't happening. And now they are now getting CC because it's back. So yeah, those people, they're getting CC as originally intended, and gold and silver comes after those people because obviously guaranteed CC is a more valuable role to have than gold and silver. But you may notice gold and silver are at the same level. So as originally intended, golds don't get an advantage over silvers. People have been thinking they do just because it costs more, but it's always just said golds get silver perks plus some extra stuff. So priority was never on that list. Now as for bronze subs, unfortunately they do get less priority, so all of my bronze subs, none of you are getting in realistically, because I'm pretty sure there's at least 4,000 golds as it is. So I don't see how you guys would possibly get in with all those people ranked above you. But yeah, anyway. Wave 3. Everyone CC turns to OC near release / game release. I suppose this would be a form of early access. This might be the early access you guys have been waiting for all this time. So, literally, right before the game releases, this is going to drop, or even at the game's release, and it will be a permanent game mode within the game until management gets bored. So there's not going to really be a lifespan for CC / OC, it just depends how it goes. If it's really good, if it's really bad, they might end it earlier or later. But, yeah. For now, I'm expecting it to last a couple of months, maybe 4-ish, 5 possibly, because that's how long the Shindo CCs usually last. Especially if it's turning into an OC, it might just be a permanent game mode and have a dedicated team to it. I haven't heard any news on that yet, but that seems pretty likely to happen, considering they're putting so much effort into the OC thing. But yeah, if we go back to Wave 2, right here, you see how it says full tester list. Now, that is currently every single person within the Discord server and the Roblox group who are ranked with trial tester. So currently we have 50 people. However, if we look at the bottom here, it says to apply to the test. Yo, am I stupid? To the test. Okay, no, he did just spell it like that. So apply to the test during Wave 2. Essentially, that means more people are going to get the tester role. So they will be dropping tester reps for a second time. And if you aren't convinced by that, he did literally just say someone named Orderite will release test apps for Wave 2 for the eager people. Trial tester role. So, yeah, I think that's pretty direct confirmation that tester apps are coming back. And I have a feeling they are going to be pretty much the same as the last tester apps. So, I don't know, man. Spam DM World of Myths, ask him for his app, just copy paste it. That's a good idea, I think, actually. Yeah. World of Myths in the Discord, guys. Everybody spamming him. Steal his app. Okay, now aside from that initial announcement, literally as I was making this video, they put out this announcement. So, it does say Wave 1 is for testing. So, initially, it'll be inner core, Aiden testers, Ray testers, staff testers, and gradually, as the testing continues on, they're going to bring in more and more people. Now, what doesn't make sense to me about this is the fact that trial testers are in Wave 2, when, of course, if they're trial testers, they should be getting brought in at Wave 1. Maybe they'll be involved in the 300, and just the normal, regular trial testers that aren't active will be in Wave 2. But yeah, I'm not really sure what they were thinking there, but, yeah, so Wave 1 is testing. So there's a chance for 300 of you to get into testing. That's pretty cool, right? So, yeah, they did say in the white announcement that I showed previously that if you react to announcements actively, you're gonna get picked more. I don't know what he meant by that, but as you see, I react to the announcement, you know, oh yeah, I'm getting picked. But yeah, that's not really relevant to me. But yeah, so basically, Wave 2 is free, Wave 1 is going to be pretty difficult. If you're active, it should be fine for you to get in eventually, but yeah, as you see, it says picks criteria, time as subscriber, activity as subscriber, and standing as subscriber. So essentially what that means is time as subscriber is how long you've been subscribed. So me, for example, that's, ooh, yikes, 20 months, zoinks a Rooney. Alright, so obviously, if I were to get into Wave 1, sorry, it's basically like guaranteed for me to get Wave 1 at that point, because I'm the most active subscriber also, and standing as subscriber. So basically, activity as subscriber means how often you're talking. Basically in the Discord, how many messages you got, how active you are, stuff like that. And standing as subscriber means if your subscriber, if your subscription is currently active. So if you used to be a subscriber, you're active, and you subscribe for like 16 months, and you just cancel sub, that's going to take into account. It won't be as much as time as subscriber, but standing as subscriber is probably like the least important thing on that list. I assume it goes in order of importance, so time as subscriber is the most important one. They care about who's been subscribed the longest, you know, trying to give back to all the people who've been supporting all the time. Activity as subscriber, you know, same kind of thing. If they're active in the chat, they obviously care about the community, stuff like that. And standard subscribers is just people who are trying to pay to get in, you get me? So, essentially, it goes in order of importance. Honestly, if you're just buying a sub now and you try to get active, I don't think it'll do much for you. I've seen a lot of people doing that recently. They come into the chat, they start typing a ton, and then they just don't get anything for it, so honestly, I wouldn't bother. I mean, if you really, really want to get into Wave 1, you can try, but essentially it's just gonna be really difficult to keep that consistency up until testing comes out. Even though I suppose they did say that officially moving on to the test phase, so I suppose it's this month in December. So I guess if you keep up really high activity for a month, sure, maybe you'll get in. But 300 is a lot of picks, so maybe being active will actually get you into the wave. You know what? Yeah, I changed my mind. Yeah, go be active. Go get a sub, be active, you know, make sure you have a current sub. Honestly, if I were you guys, I'd get silver sub, since they have the same priority as gold. There's not really any benefits to getting gold unless you want to actually just help the Rell brothers in the development funds. I don't really know. They're already rich enough as it is, honestly, but yeah. You're gonna get made fun of a little bit, but anyone who makes fun of someone for getting a silver instead of a gold is honestly a loser, so just ignore them. But yeah, I think that's all I really need to cover. Just join the Discord, buy a sub, get active, and maybe you'll get into Wave 1. I don't know, it's not guaranteed. Just don't get banned. Don't tell people to kill themselves now. Ooh, that's a bad thing. I got banned for that once. Oh, zoinks. Alright, yeah, that's it. See you guys later.